everyone. Nice that you are joining today. So today I actually want to go a little bit into the heart openers and then especially into Wildthing pose, maybe into full wheel, and if you want to give it a try you can see if you can go from Wildthing pose into your wheel pose. So that's actually something we can work towards, but it's really not important if you go there all the way. So see if you can just focus on opening your heart, giving yourself a nice practice. So maybe you like to start onto your back. You can bring one block underneath your shoulder blades, one under your head, and then just take some time to arrive onto your mat. Make sure that you are nice and comfortable. If you have the block underneath your head, maybe you can bring your arms over your head, grab your forearms or your elbows. Just take some time here, slowly starting to open up. Make sure it doesn't hurt. It's fine if you want to keep your arms next to you, just feel the opening of the front. Relaxing your face, your shoulders. Then you can connect with your breathing. Diving within your body. You're melting down over that block, softening your shoulder blades over the back of your ribs. If you like to, you take a moment here to set an intention for your practice today. Start to make your breath deeper and deeper. Contracting the back of your throat. You can make a soft sound with your breath, activating your Ujjayi breath. If it's uncomfortable to deepen your breath while you're laying over your blocks, just slowly remove them. Feel that on every inhalation, fill yourself up, using the full capacity of your lungs. But you can also feel the space into the front of your body. Everything can open up, your ribs, lengthening your chest up. Maybe on every exhale, you surrender a little bit more. Yourself some softness. And just stay where you are for a few more deep breaths. Try to remember to come back to your breathing every time your mind is wandering off. You get distracted. Maybe your poses are getting tough. Make sure you don't struggle. Just give yourself a nice practice. Just see what your body can do today. When you're still laying down over your block, you can slowly move over gently to one side. You remove your blocks from under your back and your head. And then you can stretch your arms, your legs, give yourself a nice stretch. Bring your knees to your chest. Maybe you hug them close for a moment. You can wiggle a little bit from side to side, massaging your spine. And then you roll over to one side. Come all the way up onto your hands and knees. When you're on your hands and knees, you can just start with making some circles, rounding and arching your back. Maybe moving your weight to the front and to the back, hips from side to side. To the center. If you'd like to, you bring your knees a little bit to the side so you're closer to the floor. Maybe big toes touch, and then walk your hands all the way forward. Keep your sitting bones reaching up, coming into Camatkarasana, melting heart pose. So let your heart melt down. It's fine if your forehead comes in the direction of the floor. Maybe your chin, your chest bone sinks down. Keep your face relaxed. Sure you can still breathe. Just taking 2 more deep in and exhales. And then you start to lift your chest back up, pull your navel in, walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Then come into child's pose. See if you can lengthen your arms all the way in front of you. Maybe you come onto your fingertips for a moment. Feel the stretch into your side body. Long spine. Keep your neck long too. Taking one more deep inhalation here. And then see if you can slowly come up and gently sink forward. Coming all the way back up, and bring your sitting bones back. A few more times on your own breath. See if you can wave with your spine, starting to feel the space. Make sure you don't hurt your spine. Maybe you don't go too deep yet. Just 2 more times here. And then come all the way back onto your hands and knees. Maybe you need to walk your knees back a little bit. Then extend your right foot up to the ceiling. Keep your knee bent. Just pull it up a few times. Feel that your knee is still facing down, not to the side. And then bring your left hand to your heart. It's fine if you stay here. Maybe you circle your left hand all the way to the back, catching your right foot with your left hand. Pull your heart forward, your foot back and up. Open your chest and gently come back. Just round your spine for a moment and come back to the center. Slowly bringing your left foot up. Pulse it up a few times. Start to feel the muscles into your back, into your leg. And at the same time, you keep your chest open. Then you come to stillness. Bring your right hand on your heart. Maybe you reach your right hand all the way to your left foot or ankle. Try to keep pressing your right knee down, your left hand into the floor. And slowly bring your hand and knee back down. Round your spine one more time. Back to the center and then tuck your toes under. Slowly make your way up into down dog. And then you can take a moment here, bending your knees one by one. slowly move your hips. See if you can always take some time here to be aware of any tightness, any tension. So you can slowly start to warm up your body. You can come to stillness in down dog. Make sure you spread your fingers wide, press all your knuckles deep into the floor, four corners of your hands, side body is long. Taking one more deep in and exhale here. And then really small steps, you walk forward. Take your time. When you're all the way forward, take a moment into your forward bend. Maybe you bring your, catch your elbows with the opposite hands. Maybe behind your legs. Do whatever feels good. You want to feel the stretch into the back of your thighs, not the inside of your knees. Try not to round your back, bend your knees if you need to. Just stay into your forward bend for one more deep breath. Then release your arms. Really slowly roll up, vertebra by vertebra. You come up into a standing position. And when you're all the way up into a standing position, start at the top of your mat. Big toes are together, hands in front of your heart center. Feel that you root your feet into the earth so you can lift through the center of your body. Taking a deep inhale, rising. And exhale, open your heart. Rise all the way back up. And then bow forward. Half lift on your inhalation. And exhale, step your feet into a high plank. Take a moment into your plank. Feel the strength in your arms, your shoulders. The muscles around your core starting to work. You bring your knees down, come all the way onto your belly. And then see if you can bring your fingers, your hands next to your mat onto your fingertips, elbows up. And then just make some circles up here. You can really move your shoulders. Move your shoulder blades over the back of your ribs. Just see if you can enjoy these nice circles to open up your upper back, your shoulders and your neck. And then you come all the way back to the floor. Hands back under your shoulders. Tuck your toes under your feet. And lift yourself back in down dog. A few breaths here. Going back to lengthen your arms. Make sure you keep some space for your neck. Upper arms are rotating upwards. Make sure you keep pressing your index fingers into the floor though. One more deep breath. Look in between your hands. And take a big step forward. Half lift on your inhalation. And exhale, bow down. Rise all the way back up. Arms up to the sky. And bring your hands back in front of your heart center. Deep inhale, rise back up. And exhale, root your feet down to lift your chest up. Rise all the way back up. And slowly bow forward. Half lift on your inhalation. And exhale, step your feet back. Slowly bring your knees, chin and chest down. Up, come into low plank, chaturanga. From here you come into cobra, maybe upward facing dog. And come back into down dog. A few breaths here. Just keep feeling your in and exhales. more breath. Look in between your hands, soften your knees, step or hop your feet back to the front of your mat. Half lift on your inhale. Exhale, slowly fall down. Your inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands back in front of your heart. Last time, deep inhale, rising. And exhale, open. Rise back up, take your time, and slowly fall down over your thighs. Half lift on your inhale. And slowly step, maybe you like to hop back. Cobra or up dog. If you're going up dog, press your feet down, lift your kneecaps up. And come all the way back into downward facing dog. And from here you bring your right leg up. For now, keep your hips parallel. See if you can pull that navel deeper into your belly, lengthen through your back foot. Both arms are nice and long. One more deep inhale. And then bring your knee all the way to your chest. Look in between your hands and softly step forward. Press your left heel into the left heel away from you, coming all the way up into a high lunge. See if you can let your hips melt down. Right knee is on top of your ankle. Make sure your step is big enough. And then from here, bring your left knee just above the floor. And extend your left leg out. Left knee just above the floor. And stretch it out. Last time, knee just above the floor. And stretch it out. And then bring your left knee all the way down. Left foot comes onto the floor. And then see if you can shift your weight to the back. And all the way forward. All the way to the back. And back to the front. Keep your arms long. Last time to the back. And slowly all the way forward. And then from here, you come all the way onto your left knee. Bring your right arm down. And just see if you can move over to the right side. Lengthening through the left side, all the way from your left knee to your left fingertips. Make sure your neck, your face are relaxed. One more deep inhale. And then rise all the way back up. Get your elbows. Shift your weight back forward. And lift your heart up for a moment. Keep lengthening. Push your right foot away into the floor. Maybe you look up. And then bring your hands all the way down. Tuck your left toes under. Extend your left leg out. Slowly coming all the way up. Back into high lunge. And then twist towards your right leg. See if you can bring your right hand to the outside of your left thigh. And then circle your left arm over. Keep pressing your left heel away from you. One more deep inhale. And then circle your hands all the way down. Stepping back into a high plank. And then slowly go to your low plank or knees, chin and chest down. Your back bend. Back into down dog. Take a moment here to breathe. Maybe a few deep exhales. Bring your left leg up. Make sure you're not going to hang into your right hip. Don't turn your left knee outwards. Just make a long line like you're pressing the ball of your left foot into the wall behind you. Shift your weight all the way to the back and up. One more deep inhale. Exhale, knee all the way to your chest. And softly step down. And then you rise back up, high lunge. Right heel presses back. Keep your hips next to each other. Deep inhalation. And exhale, right knee just above the floor. Extending your right heel to the back again. And slowly let that right knee come just above the floor. Slowly extend it out. And knee just above the mat. One more time, lengthen. And then let your knee come onto the floor. Right foot comes down. And shift your weight to the back. Gently all the way to the front. Keep your navel pulling away from your left thigh. Coming back up. And slowly melt forward and down. One more time, rising all the way up. And shift your weight forward. And then you come back onto your right knee. Bring your left arm down. Extend through that right arm. That left arm is just dangling down. Lengthen and stretch up and over through that right side. Maybe you look down or forward or up. Whatever feels good for your neck. Keep that right arm stretching out. One more deep in and exhale. And then lengthen your left arm back up. Slowly coming forward. Catch your elbows. The other way around, if you remember what you did at the other side. Pull your navel up and away from your left leg and open your chest. And then gently circle your hands back down. Tuck your right toes under, extend your right leg out. Stepping back into plank. And slowly go through your own vinyasa. Maybe you keep it nice and easy. Maybe you work onto your chaturanga or your up dog. And then come back into downward facing dog. A few deep in and exhalations. And then from here, you gently bring your feet together. Lengthen your right leg up. And this time open your right hip on top of your left. Maybe you go over a little bit to the side. You can always play a little bit with it. See if you cannot collapse into your back. Just open up your hip. Stretching out your left upper thigh. Maybe your arms, your armpits. And when you're ready, you pull your knee all the way to your chest. And step your right foot forward. Now turn your left heel into the floor. Come all the way up into first warrior. Root the outside of your left foot down. Sink into your hips. Extend through your arms. And then from here, maybe you gaze up. And exhale, drag your shoulders, your elbows down. Big circle, maybe all the way forward and up. Gather the energy. And slowly open it up. One more time, circling forward and up. And exhale, open. Then interlace your fingers. Stretch your arms away. Take a nice heart opener here. And then you bow forward. Over your right thigh this time. Try not to go too deep this time into your leg, but just stretch that arms and shoulders out. Let your head relax. Keep your hips aligned. One more deep inhale. Exhale all the air. And come back up. And then bring your hands in front of your heart. Shift your weight onto your right foot. Bring your left leg towards you. Maybe you pull it close for a moment. Lengthen your lower back. And then see if you can bring your left foot at the inside of your right thigh. Maybe you want to practice your half lotus, tree pose. See if you can balance. Maybe you extend your arms all the way up. Make sure you're not going to hang into your lower back. Keep extending. Maybe tailbone down a little bit, navel in. Rise out of your hips with your whole upper body. One more deep breath. And then gently bring your hands in front of your heart. Slowly release that left leg. See if you can bring your heel to your sitting bone and catch your foot behind you. Make sure your knees stay together. Don't let your knees move over to the side. If you want to, you bring your hand at the inside of your foot. You bring your right arm forward. Keep looking forward. Keep your heart lifted. Open your chest. Push your foot up and away. Keep your chest open. Don't look down. And with control, you come back up. Maybe you hug your knee to your chest for a moment. And then you slowly bring your left leg all the way to the back again. Sorry. Bring your arms up and bring your hands all the way down to the floor. Left knee comes on the mat. And then see if you can bring your left hand a little bit more to the outside. Maybe you let the right knee drop away a little. Circle your right arm all the way up and over. You can bring your hand onto your lower back. Maybe you gaze all the way up into the sky or even over your right shoulder. Press your tailbone down, lift your heart up. Just one more deep breath. And then you circle your right hand all the way down. Come onto your left knee. Walk your right foot to the center. Extend your right leg in front of you. Now this time we go into a twist. So see if you can, maybe you use your block. Bring your left hand at the outside of your right leg onto your block or underneath your shoulder. And slowly extend your right arm up. Try to keep your right toes pulling towards you. One more deep breath. And then bring your right hand down. Left hand back at the inside. Take a deep inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, bow forward. Deep inhale, lift up. And exhale, slowly lower. One more time, lifting up. And exhale, waving down. You can stay here for a moment. See if you can keep your hips aligned. Keep breathing nice and deep. Maybe you take one more deep breath here. And then lift your heart back up. Bring your right foot onto the floor. Maybe bring your left leg a little bit forward. Bring your foot a little bit to the outside. Make some space for your calf. And see if you can sit at the inside of your left foot. If this is enough, you just stay here. Maybe you can bring your elbows onto the floor. Maybe you can lay all the way down onto your back. If you want to, you can lengthen your right leg out. Maybe you bring your right knee to your chest. Just feel the stretch at the front of your left leg, your hips. You can stay here for one more in and exhale. When you're all the way onto your back, slowly bring your elbows down so you can lift yourself back up. And then just shift your weight a little bit to the right so you can extend your left leg in front of you. Now bring your left hand behind you, fingers facing away from you. Bring your right hand behind the back of your skull. Try not to go to the side, but lift your chest all the way up and over. Extend your left leg out into the floor and push your hips up into the sky. A few times. Take a deep inhale, lift all the way up. And exhale, lower. All the way back up. Open your heart. And slowly sink down. Last time, push up. Just stay here. Maybe you release that right arm. Keep pressing your hips up. Open your heart. And slowly come all the way back down. Crossing your legs, rolling over your knees. Stepping back into high plank. Maybe you go through your vinyasa. Maybe you just lift back up in down dog. When you're all the way back, take a few breaths. come back together. And then bring your left leg up. Open your left hip on top of your right. Pull that heel to your sitting bone. Maybe you move over a little bit to the right side, like you're going to step over into your Wildthing pose. Just make sure you keep the strength into your arms. And then you pull your knee to your chest. Softly stepping forward. Right heel roots down, rise up, warrior one. Then you pause a little bit, really feel that you sink down. You root down into the earth. Strong legs, squared hips. Extending out of your hips with your upper body. And then from here, look up, open your heart, and drag your shoulder blades down. Big circle, forward and up. And gently open. One more time, circle forward and up. And open it up. And interlace your fingers, stretch your arms away. Maybe you lift your head up for a moment. And then dive forward into humble warrior. Just for the shoulder stretch. Don't go too deep. Let your head relax. Pull your arms up and over. Then you rise back up on your inhale. Slowly bring your hands in front of your heart. Shift your weight onto your left leg, right knee in. Maybe you hug it close. And then you bring your right foot at the inside of your left thigh. Or maybe you come into half lotus here as well. Make sure you do the same variation as you did at the other side. If you're in half lotus, let the knee melt down. Keep rising up. Sometimes you lose your balance. Just feel the four corners of your left foot down into the floor. Arms rise up. Nice. Keep gazing into the distance. Long neck. Just one more deep in and exhale. And bring your hands back in front of your heart center. Slowly release your foot. And then bring your right heel to your sitting bone. Catch your foot or your ankle, maybe at the inside. Keep your knees next to each other. Keep your hips aligned. If you like to, you bring your left arm in front of you, but keep your shoulders squared. And then from here, start to push your foot back and up. Keep your heart lifted. Push your foot up and away into your hand, but try not to bow forward too much with your upper body. Maybe one more deep breath. Then you come back up with control. Maybe pull that knee one more time to your chest. And then take a big step back with your right foot. Arms rise back up. And then bring your hands down. Right knee comes down onto the floor. So you can bring your right hand a little bit to the side. And then maybe you push your left knee away. Circle your left arm all the way up and over. You can bring it onto your lower back. Push your own tailbone down. Keep your lower back long. Keep your chest open. Take a few deep in and exhalations. And then you circle your left arm all the way back down. Slowly coming onto your right knee. Walk your left foot to the middle. And extend your left leg out. And from here you walk your right hand to the outside of your left leg, maybe on your block. And then slowly extend the left arm up. Keep your hips aligned. Open up your heart, your arm. One more deep inhale. And then bring your left hand down. Right hand comes at the inside. Lift your heart. And slowly wave forward. Deep inhale, rise up. And exhale, lower. One more time, lift your heart up. And exhale, gently bow down. And just stay here for a few breaths. Maybe you'd like to adjust your arms. And then walk your hands all the way back. When you brought them forward, bring your right foot a little bit to the outside. Maybe you bring your left foot onto the floor first. If you like to, you bring yourself a little bit forward. Make enough space for your calf. And then sit at the inside of your right foot. Maybe you need to sit onto a block if that doesn't work for you. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you want to go all the way down onto your elbows or onto your back. Take some time here. I always like to bring my left knee towards me so you really feel your lower back getting into the floor, lengthening at the front of your right thigh. Maybe you have that feeling already when your left foot is still onto the floor or when you lengthen your left leg all the way out. Make sure you keep breathing. One more deep breath out. You're all the way onto your back. Gently make your way back up. And then you shift your weight a little bit to the left. Bring your right leg forward. Left foot stays onto the floor. You can come onto the toes of your left foot into your Wildthing pose. See if you can keep your right leg extended, pushing your whole foot into the floor. Right arm behind you. See if you can open up your chest to the sky. Bring your left hand behind your head, behind the back of your skull. Chest opens up to the ceiling, hips opened up. Deep inhale, rise. And exhale, slowly lower. Deep inhale, pull up. And exhale, go down. Last time, lift up. And stay here. Maybe you let that left arm just hang down behind you. And then go all the way back down. Gently crossing your legs, roll over your knees. Stepping back into plank. Maybe vinyasa. Maybe you come down, back in down dog. Take a few deep inhale exhalations. More deep in and exhale here. And then look in between your hands, bend your knees, step or float back to the front of your mat. Half lift on your inhale, and exhale, bow down. Slowly rising up, arms up to the ceiling, and bring them back next to your upper body. Now see if you can keep your feet together, big toes touch. Extend your arms all the way up, interlace your fingers, bring your hands into Kali Mudra, index fingers together, palms of your hands pressed together, and then bend your knees up to your toes. And push down to lengthen up and over. Slowly bend your knees, look down, and keep rising out of your hips. One more time, maybe you stay for a moment into your back bend. When you're ready, come up, slowly bowing down. Half lift on your inhale, and exhale, step or hop your feet back. Go back to down dog in your own way. When you're all the way back, bring your feet together, extend your right leg up. Keep your leg extended, just open up your hip for a moment. Give yourself a nice stretch of your thigh. One more deep inhale, And then slowly, slowly step your right foot all the way forward. Left heel turns down, come up into second warrior. And then just go forward, back and up into reverse warrior. Maybe you catch your right wrist with your left hand to give it a little bit more of a side stretch here. One more deep inhale. And come back up. Extending your right arm forward, elbow on your thigh. Left arm circles up and over. If you want to, you can let that right hand come down at the inside, maybe at the outside of your right foot. Just make sure you don't bring your hips up. Keep a long line from your left foot to the fingertips of your left hand. One more deep inhale. And gently circle your hand down. Slowly stepping your right foot all the way to the back. And bring your knees down. Come all the way down onto your belly. And then you can bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Relax your hips. Maybe you wiggle them a little bit from side to side. And then you can bring your left hand in a little bit. Make sure you push your elbow, your forearm into the floor, right foot towards your sitting bone. Maybe you make a big circle, catching your right foot. If you can, you pull your heel to your sitting bone, elbow faces up. Maybe you turn your right fingers to the side and all the way forward. And if you still have enough space, bring your left hand back, extend your arm out. Open your heart. Make sure you still breathe. And then bring your elbow back. Bring your foot back and change sides. Maybe you take a moment into the middle. And then you can bring your right hand in, left foot towards you. Make sure you open that left shoulder a little. And then see if you can pull your foot maybe a little bit more to the front. See if you can do the same variation again. Maybe it feels different. Every time you can feel the difference into your sides of your body. One side is always a little bit more stiff, the other side is a little bit more opened up. And gently release. And then from here, you can bring your hands back under your shoulders, your toes under your feet, and push yourself back into a high plank. Now see if you can really slowly step your left foot really close behind your right knee. Open your heart back into Wildthing pose. Now see if you can listen carefully. See if you can go back a little bit to the side. Lift that left knee all the way up. And then guide your left foot really slowly, slowly with control. All the way back to the front of your mat. Rise up into high lunge. And gently go through your vinyasa. All the way back in down dog. Take a deep in and exhale. And bring your feet back together. Right leg rises. Left leg rises. Open your left hip. Lengthen that leg up a little bit higher this time. Maybe you pulse it a few times. Just feel the stretch. Keep your arms long. Sitting bones back and up. One more deep inhale. And then drag that leg all the way forward. Step it down. Open up into warrior two. Nice big step. And then bring your left arm forward. Up and over. Maybe you add that arms. And pull your left arm up and away. One more inhale. And come back. Reaching your left arm forward. Elbow on your thigh. Right arm up and over your head. Stay deep into your hips. Maybe you bring your left hand down at the inside. Maybe be at the outside. Make sure your left knee is not falling inwards. One more deep in an exhalation. And then circle your right hand down. Bring your left foot back. Knees down. Come all the way down onto your belly. And then from here you can bring your right foot to your sitting bone, catching your right foot or ankle. Now this time bring your left arm forward, left leg comes off the floor, pull your right leg up, open your chest. One more deep inhale, and go back. Change sides, left foot towards you, get your left foot, right arm to the front. Right leg comes off the mat, right arm too, and then pull that left leg up. Try to keep lifting up and over. Stretch yourself out. One more deep inhale. And go back. Bring your hands under your forehead for a moment. Wiggle your hips from side to side. Soft back. Just one more deep in and exhale. And then you bring your hands back. Tuck your toes under. Press yourself all the way back into down dog. And then you step your right foot close behind your left leg. Bring onto the toes of your right foot. Lift your heart underneath your right arm. Open your chest in Wildthing pose. One more deep inhale. And then see if you can turn to the side. Pull that right knee up. And then see if you can really slowly guide it to the front of your mat. Coming back into your high lunge. And then gently go down, stepping back. Go through your vinyasa. Back in down dog, looking between your hands, bend your knees, and step or hop into a seated position. And now come all the way onto your back. Take a moment to let your whole spine sink down into the floor. Root your feet into the earth. And turn your toes slightly inwards. Make sure your knees stay facing up. You can always bring a block in between your upper thighs. Pull your inner thighs towards each other in a rotation. And then from here, maybe you touch your heels, or maybe you even like to catch your heels, your ankles. And then you can lift your hips up. See if you can push your hips all the way up into the sky. Lengthen also through the back of your body. Don't crunch anything. Really root your feet down into the earth. One more deep in and exhale. And then just slowly lower back down. And bring your feet to the edges of your mat. Let your knees melt together. And then just swing your legs from side to side. And then come back to the center. Walk your feet back together. Hip width apart. Maybe you turn your toes inward slightly. And this time see if you can bring your hands behind your shoulders. If you don't want to go into full wheel, get into bridge one more time. Make sure you are not doing anything that doesn't feel good. Now if you go into full wheel, see if you can first push up, come onto the top of your head. Align your shoulders, align your legs, and then push up. Maybe you shift your weight a little bit forward and backwards. Open your heart, lengthen your arms. Pull your shoulder blades down. And in your own slowly, slowly bring the back of your head down first. Roll down. Relax your feet back to the sides. Knees go from left to right. And then from here, you bring your knees to your chest. Cross your ankles. Rock and roll a few times forward and backwards. And then you roll all the way over your knees, stepping or hopping back. And go through your vinyasa. When you're all the way back into your downward facing dog, maybe you bring your knees down to the floor for a moment so I can explain to you what you can try for a moment. So you want to get into Wildthing pose first. Make sure that if you're going to turn all the way into your wheel pose, that you are turning onto the back of your hand. You bring your fingers to the inside, otherwise you are going to hurt your arm and your shoulder. So we're going to step into Wildthing pose from your downward dog. Make sure you open your heart all the way up to the ceiling. Push your left foot away into the floor. And then maybe you can let that right hand come down onto the mat. You turn your other hand around. You can stay here. Maybe you walk that other foot back. And then you lengthen your left leg back. Remember which foot you bring in so you can turn all the way back into your downward dog. So see if you can just take a moment in down dog. Prepare yourself for what you're going to do. Make sure you're not going to hurt yourself. You can just stay in down dog, maybe into Wildthing pose. If you want to go practice full wheel for a moment, just from the floor, start onto your back. Otherwise, come back in down dog. We start with your right leg, lift it all the way up. Open your right hip on top of your left, bend your knee, high onto your left toes. Take a big step. With your right foot close behind your left leg and open up. See if you can let your head release. Maybe you can just bend your knees a little bit so you can easily bring that right hand down. Then turn your left hand inwards. Push your hips up still. Maybe you walk that left foot back as well. Taking one more in and exhale into your wheel. You lengthen your left leg back out, come back onto your left hand, and flip all the way back. Turn your hand. Be really careful with your hand and your wrist. Take a deep breath when you are into your down dog again. And then we go for the other side. Feet together. Left leg lifts up. Then open your left hip on top of your right. It's fine if you want to stay here. Otherwise, high into your right toes. Step your left foot close behind your right knee. Spin your heart open. You can already turn that right hand around onto the back of your hand. Maybe your left hand comes down. If you like to, you step that left foot next to your right foot next to your left. Keep pushing your heart forward and up. Hips up. Don't let your knees drop. And lengthen your right leg again. Back onto the toes of your left foot, and then turn onto the ball of your right hand, back into down dog. One more deep breath here, and maybe you just bring your knees down, cross your ankles, and start to come onto your back. We did enough of these heart openers for today. So slowly bring your knees to your chest now for a moment. Make a few circles. Relax your lower back. And from here you can bring your left foot onto the floor. Bring your right foot over your left knee. Yourself a little hip opener. Right knee away from you. Like to you bring your left leg towards you. Interlace your fingers over your shin or behind your thigh. So you can keep your right foot flexed. Just keep your lower back onto the floor as well. Just open up that hip. Maybe you feel a nice stretch into your glutes, your thigh, your hip. Take one more in an exhale here. Gently lower your left foot down. Bring your right thigh over your left. You can hook your hips a little bit to the right side. Maybe you hook your toes around. Right arm next to your shoulder. And let your knees slowly move over to the left side. Make sure you start to calm down your breath. See if you can surrender completely into your twist. See if you can just soften your body, let it sink down into the mat. And then you come back up to the center. Give your knees a nice hug to bring your spine back into a neutral position. And then you come down with your right foot, left foot on top of your right leg. And then bring your right leg towards you. Keep your lower back down. Maybe you press it a little bit deeper into the floor. Try not to lift up. You just want to push your right thigh closer to your upper body. And you bring that left leg with you, but you keep pushing your knee a little bit away. Your left knee pushes away and up. One more deep breath. And then bring your right foot down, release your hands, bring your left leg over your right. Left arm opens, hips a little bit to the left, and then twist all the way to the other side. Like to close your eyes already. You can stay here for one more in an exhalation. And then come back to the center. Give your knees one more hug. And then you can make your way into Shavasana. If you still want to do anything else in your practice, just go ahead. I need to hand it up now in this hour. So see if you can take a few minutes into Shavasana, maybe a little longer. Don't cool down, keep yourself warm. And after that few minutes, you can slowly make your way up into a comfortable seated position. Stay there, just leave your eyes closed for a few moments to feel how you're doing. Maybe bringing yourself back to your intention. Bring your hands in front of your heart center. Deep inhale. Exhale, bend your head to your heart. Thank yourself for your practice today. And then you come back up, open your eyes. Namaste.